to take the idea that the Democratic Party needs a single message or a single case to be made and apply that to every single person who is arguing on behalf of the Democratic Party is to miss the reality of how people interpret communications. Mm-hmm. So I think that there is a lot of work to be done on further defining what the Democratic Party is doing for people. We need to do the work and then take credit for the work. And then take credit for work again and again and again, because most of the people who need to hear that we have accomplished something for them are not the people on Twitter. They're not the people who listen to this podcast. They're not the people who are paying attention. I do think one of the greatest divides in the American political system is not necessarily partisanship, but people who pay attention to politics and everybody else who lives their lives. Remembering that most folks aren't plugged in. Most folks can't name, the vice president or a member of the Supreme Court or have any sense of who our congressional leaders are. So we need to make sure that the messengers who are reaching them, who understand their values, who can communicate it through a lens that makes sense to their community, are empowered to do so and have every resource they need, which sort of gets back to one of our original conversations about Missouri and how do you win in a state like that? And how do you engage with voters who are probably not on your side? Give them a messenger who can communicate in a way they understand, and empower that messenger to reach them in every possible way. Do not overprescribe, run for the place you're in, and give that messenger something meaningful to talk about. It makes a difference when we can talk about getting checks into your bank account from the stimulus or from, what have you. It makes a difference when we can talk about shots in arms. The more tangible things we can deliver for people, and the more people we then have who can take credit for it over and over and over again, the better. I don't think that there's any single national ad campaign or rebrand that the Democratic Party needs to do, so much as we need to empower more people to talk about it and to give them real shit to talk about. It's harder. But it would be easier if there was we could just create some new commercials, but it's not that easy, unfortunately. At least my vision for fixing it involves a lot more people having a lot more conversations and it taking a lot longer, but ultimately I think yielding results.